Salutations, respected viewers. This is George from Ireland, and I'm here outside the 1905 memorial statue in Moscow. And you can see these heroic figures, gigantic in scale, and obviously it's memorializing the failed revolution of 1905. It's 1905 station behind me. Anyhow, so what was the 1905 revolution? Well, in 1904, Japan had attacked Russia without provocation, not declared war, simply sailed to Port Arthur, a Russian port in the Far East, and sunk many ships, and that began the war. So obviously Russia fought back. It wasn't going very well for either side. There was a siege of Port Arthur, which eventually capitulated. So the ships had mostly been sunk, and then the soldiers gave in. And the Battle of Mukden as well, which are now called Shenyang, in the Chinese northeast, because much Chinese territory was ruled by other countries back then. Next thing that happened was the Baltic Fleet being dispatched and fighting the Battle of the Straits of Tsushima in between the Korean Peninsula and Japan, which did not go Russia's way. So on New Year's Day 1905, Father Gapon led a demonstration of people towards the Winter Palace in St. Petersburg, then being the capital of the Russian Empire, singing hymns and religious songs. So New Year's Day, this was by the old style calendar, the Julian calendar, so it'd be the 13th of January in our reckoning. Anyway, and some soldiers panicked, thought, they're trying to storm the palace, and they shot dead lots of people. That was Bloody Sunday. Then the revolution began. So risings in several cities across Russia, particularly European Russia. And the Tsar made peace with the Japanese. The Treaty of Portsmouth, as in Portsmouth, the United States, the US acted as the honest broker. And the Tsar had to call back his forces from the Far East, and only with great difficulty was the revolution suppressed. He was compelled to issue the October Manifesto in October 1905, granting various civil liberties, calling a Duma, as in a parliament, and that was that. And that brought some of the bourgeoisie over to his side. The proletariat was mostly against him, even some of the peasantry. He couldn't count on their religiosity and traditionalism to mean they were going to support him. So there was still a strike. There was a big railway workers' strike in December 1905, so he wasn't out of the woods yet. And this area was called Red Press, as in there was a revolutionary printing press in this area. There was some of the heaviest fighting, this industrial area a little bit to the west of Moscow city centre. So that's the 1905 revolution, and in some ways it foreshadowed the 1917 revolutions. That's enough for the moment.